What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we're going to talk about working from home because Elon Musk got a big fat mouth and he likes to open his mouth and say things that cause working class people to become divided. This is again age-old tactics, ladies and gentlemen. This is how billionaires divide the working class, so that the working class never joins forces to overthrow these siphons, these leeches that cause so much destruction in our economy and cause so much disparity with their corrupt ways and their exploitation and their inhumane view of humanity. These are not good people. Certainly not folks to look up to. So here's a quote from Elon Musk. I hate that he's the CEO of Tesla company because the name Tesla is associated with Nikola Tesla, who was a philanthropist, a humanitarian, and a great human being who died penniless because of how wonderful of a person he was. Basically got screwed over by every millionaire around at the time. Thomas Edison screwed him over. Westinghouse screwed him over. Just got screwed over. And if you don't know the story of Nikola Tesla, look him up, because this guy, Elon Musk, who's running the company Tesla, who uses his name, he doesn't echo those sentiments. This guy's a piece of trash. Anyway, listen to what he says. Morally wrong. Tesla CEO Elon Musk criticizes work from home, saying the people who fix your house can't work from home while the laptop class can. He's pitting folks like myself who work in construction against folks who work with networking. Why would you pit working class people against each other? To keep them divided. So the person who does construction, present, can now be upset at the folks who work from home. But let's continue with this quote. It's like, really? You're going to work from home and you're going to make everyone else who made your car come work in the factory? Let me tell you something, Elon. Let working people worry about it. Let the working people worry about it. Why don't you stay out of it? Why don't you worry about killing the economy, like stealing all the profits? Why don't you worry about polluting the planet? Why don't you worry about being you greedy person, you. And stay out of working people issues. Now, let's talk about folks that work from home and the relationship with companies, because the way things are structured presently, it would seem companies are making out hand over fist by the work from home crowd, and I'll tell you why. You no longer need the office space. You can get rid of office space. If your employees, the majority of them are working from home, you don't need as big an office. That reduces your overhead, reduces your costs, it increases your profits. Sounds like a beneficial thing for a company to have the workers work from home. So I mean, and I could see that, right? It's true, you know, they are making out from that. But here's the fix: unionize, negotiate for these companies to pay a portion of your mortgage based on the square footage that it costs to have an office. Have them pay a portion of your internet bill, your electricity bill. These are things that you can negotiate into a contract that then governs how you work for these companies. And now you're taking the profits from that overhead spending away from the CEO, Elon Musk, and putting it back towards the workers to help them out. Now, how does it help me? Because I'm a construction guy, right? How does it help me to have people working from home? You're not on the road when I'm trying to go to work. You're not on the road when I got to come home in the evening. That helps me. I don't have to sit in as much traffic if you're not on the roadway. So it does. It helps us in that regard. We have to stop allowing ourselves to be pitted against each other. The rich benefit whenever we're not working collaboratively. And this is across all sectors. This is across all ranges of different work. Okay? Office people, y'all need unions too. Field folk, you need unions too. Just like sports athletes need unions, everybody needs a union. Every job needs a union. But I'll give you a couple of tidbits for working from home, for those who may say, well, when you work from home, you are less productive. There was an article shared with me. It's on apollotechnical.com. I'm not going to read the whole article. I'm just going to scan it right quick because there's a few things that I think are interesting that you might find interesting as well. But they say surprising working from home productivity statistics 2023. This is posted January 3rd. I'll have it in the description box for you. So it says, with the world discovering alternative ways to work without human contact, the work from home force is getting a facelift. Companies have to cope with most non-essential workers completing their work at home. An estimate of Upwork states that 1 in 4 Americans, which is over 26% of the American workforce, is expected to work remotely throughout 2021. In 2021, 70% of those who worked from home during the pandemic reported virtual meetings are less stressful. Performance can increase up to 13% by working from home. This is a study by Stanford of 16,000 workers over 9 months found that working from home increased productivity by 13%. Working remotely can increase productivity up to 77%. And here's what it says about that. 77% of those who work remotely at least a few times per month increased productivity, with 30% doing more work in less time and 24% doing more work in the same time period, according to survey by Connect Solutions. Now, pre-COVID, the numbers were a little less encouraging, but you got to also remember that pre-COVID, technology wasn't where it is after COVID. And after COVID, everything is showing that working from home increases productivity, increases employee happiness. A survey by Stanford found that only 65% of Americans had internet fast enough to handle video calls, with 42% of Americans working from home, 26% working at their employer's physical location. These are hybrids. They're talking about hybrid work situations. A survey from March shows work from home employees spent less time avoiding work. There was a 15% difference. Have you ever had those days where you go to work and you just try to hide? You're running around hiding so that you don't have to do anything because maybe you're feeling off? That's probably what they're talking about. Workers in a home environment report they are less distracted by coworkers. I know coworkers like to talk about stuff that are not work related all the time, and that's part of human interaction. But I would imagine if you work from home, you're not going to have as much of that. Home versus office, what's the difference? Let's see if there's anything quick I can point out. A study by Owl Labs found that employees received a one-time payment of 40% of employers for work from home expenses. That's good. Surveys and researchers are using the data to help understand how working from home can be more productive and enhance working hours. Found that employees received a one-time payment from 40% of employers for work from home expenses. A one-time payment. Nah, you got to do better than that. One-time payment. And that was only 40% of employers. The same study found that just 36% of people believe that the office is best suited for individual work. So people aren't even agreeing that they should be in the office. And then here are a couple quick tidbits before I let y'all roll. No commute. Again, I already mentioned that. Less water cooler talk. You get more exercise and maximum productivity when you work from home, according to this article. Anyway, don't let the billionaire class divide up the working class. We need to work together to find the best path forward. Remember, you're watching and you're minded. The fight's not left and right, it's up and down. It's going to take class solidarity to win always. Each one teach one, get out there and reach one, and there could be no union without you and I front and center. Let's go. Peace.